Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis is ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live, somebody. Let's go.
Good evening. Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Hope this show finds you in good spirits, as it should, because you know what? Let's keep it real. Another day above the dirt is a blessing. I can't even talk right now, but my God, guys, we got a lot to talk about here, and it doesn't sound like great news. And unfortunately, this is going to be a very quick show because I have another video to give you guys on my secondary channel, and we are doing a press conference viewing. There's going to be a press conference revolving around the manhunt that is going on right now as we speak for the madman that opened fire on I-75, okay, in Kentucky. So we got a lot going on. I have a very little bit of time to give you guys this breaking news. It doesn't sound like it, unfortunately, okay? I mean, we all are hoping for the silver lining, right? Hoping for the best, but we are all preparing for the worst in these kinds of scenarios and these kinds of situations. So before we get into everything, please do me a favor, hit that like button down below, hit that reaction button if you're watching on other platforms like on the TT. I appreciate it. All right. Hit that reaction button if you're watching on any of these other platforms, because we got a lot going on today. All right. So please do me that favor. Hit that follow button on all those platforms, please, and thank you. Okay. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X/Twitter. I'm on all of those things. Follow me on all of those. If you guys are on those things, that'll be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button here. Okay. Hit that join button down below. Check out my Patreon. Check out my website, The Pascal Show. Check out my website, pascalmerch.com, for merch and all of that good stuff. Okay. We have got to get into this, and I apologize for the echo if you guys heard anything. That's been eliminated now. Okay, guys, we got to get into this conversation. Like I said, this is a very, very short show, but I did want to give you this update. And again, it is not the greatest of news, or at least it's going down the route of it not being the greatest of news. And what I'm talking about is the case of this young boy, Elijah View, okay? He went missing out in February, around the same time Sebastian Rogers went missing, to be real. Around that same time, he went missing, okay? And the boyfriend and his biological mother, okay? His biological mother and his biological mother's boyfriend, let me correct that, are both inside a jail cell. Okay, looking at now it looks like potentially some serious time, because this young boy has not turned up anywhere. He is nowhere to be found, and now we have some new updates revolving around his possible finding of this young boy. So let me show you what I mean, okay? And shout out to my mods for sending me this information. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who's been sending me emails and all that stuff as well. I've been getting a flood of information about this, and it sucks. You know what I'm saying? This is absolutely terrible, okay? But let me share this with you guys really quick, and then there's another article that I want to share with you guys as well that kind of goes into a little bit more information, okay, more details. All right. So they're saying exclusive skeletal remains of a small child have been found in or at Girl Scout camp. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry if I butchered this word, okay? The name of this, Minotaur, I think it's Minotaur Two Rivers, okay, that investigators believe are that of Elijah View, okay? The 3-year-old boy that went missing since February. So the camp is located near a home shared by Elijah, his mother, Katrina Bauer, and her boyfriend, Jesse Vang, who was the last person to see Elijah alive. Now, again, we know about all of this. We know about all of this information. Why? because we went through this a little while back. And don't worry, I'll make sure that it's tagged into this so you guys can check that out if you want to check a full breakdown of the timeline and all the goings-ons surrounding this young boy's disappearance. But it is true. The last person to see this young boy alive is that of his mama's boyfriend, Jesse Vang, okay? Which we already know a lot about this. And this is crazy, okay? Jesse Vang has a lot of explaining to do, and so does Katrina, okay? Let's keep that a straight buck. She got a lot of explaining to do, Lucy, okay? Both Bauer and Vang are charged with child neglect in connection to Elijah's disappearance, and both have denied knowledge of his whereabouts. Again, Vang is the last one. Jesse Vang, the boyfriend, is the last one to see this young boy in the flesh. And he's acting dumb too. Vang told police Elijah must have snuck out of the house while Vang was napping. Investigators searched the camp twice, but because of its massive size, did not find the body, which was found Saturday in what sources call a remote area. What does that say to you, ladies and germs? What does that say to you? When you hear that information, what does that say to you? That it's found in a remote area. Somebody put him there. This is not a situation where this little kid, this little bundle of joy, nothing but the future ahead of him, would just waltz out of the front door of the house while Vang is asleep, while he's napping, okay? And find himself in a remote area at this camp, in these campgrounds. Sorry, guys. You can miss me with the nonsense. Vang or Katrina, or both of them, know exactly what happened. They were there on this boy's last days, last minutes, last seconds on this planet. So the fact that they're sitting there playing dumb, justice is coming for you. Justice is coming for you. We got another article I want to share with you guys again. Again, this is absolutely crazy. And if this is indeed him, which I'm sure it is, may he rest in peace. My heart breaks for this kid. Okay? My heart absolutely breaks for this kid. All right? Two Rivers police find child skeletal remains believed to potentially belong to missing child Elijah View. So, police in Two Rivers believe that a cold case revolving around a missing child may be coming to a grim end following a possible break in the case over the weekend. According to the sources who spoke to radio talk show host Dan O'Donnell, Two Rivers investigators located the remains of a small child in a remote area of Girl Scout camp Minatow, Two Rivers on Saturday, which early indications point to belonging to missing 4-year-old Elijah View. I'm assuming, I'm wondering if there was something else, like if it was the clothing that was on him, so on and so forth, right? But anyway, we already know he's been missing since February 20th. Pretty interesting stuff, right? And interesting, though, you got to remember, there's been some very interesting energy that's been going on. And I'm not trying to be all like, I listen to crystals and stuff. I'm not saying that, okay? But all I'm saying is that it's very interesting to see the energy around the February 20th and through the 26th. Haven't you noticed? You got February 20th, this young boy goes missing. The mama and the biological mother and the boyfriend suddenly just don't know where he went. February 26th, you have Madeline Soto up and disappear. Biological mama and boyfriend, pig vomit, I call him, okay? Stephen Stearns sits there acting all like innocent, like they have nothing to do with this whole thing, only to find out that they're part of something sinister as well. Then you also have, on February 26th, let's not forget Sebastian Rogers went missing on February 26th as well. Now you got a family, a couple biological mama, stepdaddy, acting completely oblivious and not knowing what the hell happened. But what's interesting is the common denominator of these parents or these boyfriends and these couples and all that stuff in regards to these kinds of cases. Sorry, I just had to say that out loud because it seems a bit weird. Within 6 days, these 3 kids go missing around the same doggone time. And I'm not trying to create some sort of crazy tinfoil hat conspiracy theory. It's just an observation. And it's very interesting, don't you think? And they all have to do with corrupt, potentially, because some are innocent, some are innocent until proven guilty, and some are very guilty as hell. Okay. But it's very interesting, the ridiculousness and the evil workings that are going on within those 6 days, guys. That's wild. All of these kids. And the common denominator is possibly evil couples conspiring together. Ain't that some crazy stuff? Some people need a license to parent. Let's move on here. It's just something I find very interesting. Again, with the PFs, okay, K and KP and CP, innocent to proven guilty. They have not been thrown in jail. They are still they are still being looked at. Okay, they have not been knocked off a list of suspects or anything of that sort. But at the same time, the last person to see Sebastian alive is who? I'll finish it for you. Katie Proudfoot. Same situation here. Jesse Vang was the last person to see this young boy alive, and he has the audacity to sit here and say, well, I was asleep. I was taking a little nap, and he just waltzed outside the crib. But then his body is found, potentially his body is found in this Girl Scout camp grounds in a remote area. This 3-year-old did not just do this to himself. Kids just don't up and disappear like this. Sorry, not sorry. Let's continue on. Sorry, this stuff just burns my cookies, man. This stuff just really makes me angry. Let's continue on. Makes me really mad. The report further stated that a diaper was found with the skull and other remains were confirmed to be human, and authorities are continuing to work towards positively identifying the remains. The camp is located near the home. This is the other part that just blows my mind. Okay, this camp is located near the home of View's mother, Katrina Bauer, and her boyfriend, Jesse Vang, okay, who was last to see View alive. Okay, both Bauer and Vang are facing charges of child neglect, and deny that they had anything to do with View's disappearance, claiming that he wandered off on his own. Now, here's the thing. He was only a few miles away, but where he was found was only a few miles away, but he's only 3 years old. Let me repeat that again. He was found just a few miles away on this campground from his mother's home. But at the same time, he's only 3 years old. How is he going to be able to do this by his own 3-year-old self? Guys, do you guys remember Cody Bigsby? Remember that young boy? He was around the same age as well. And what did the daddy say? Oh, yeah, he must have just walked out the house. And that daddy is sitting inside a prison right now. Like I said, these kids just don't up and just waltz out the house and then take a 3 or 4 or 5 mile walk in some random direction and then find themselves in some remote area in a campground. Think about this too. Think about this for a second, fam. Let's consume this for a second. You also have 5-0, saying that it took them 6 months to find him. This was a cold case, guys, because the grounds were too big. So you're telling me a 3-year-old is going to get up, walk out the house, walk all the way through this campground, and then perish in some remote area so far away that even grown men are sitting there going, we don't know where she is. We don't even know where she is. Or he is. Where is he at? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Those two have something to do with this kid's disappearance, period. And they're lying. There's no way that the 3-year-old is going to walk all the way out there, okay? All the way out there and do that. There's no way. By himself? Then if he's walking all the way out there by himself, because I know some people are like, do your research. Don't be rude. Think about it for a second. You're telling me that even so, let's just say this kid takes his little 3-year-old legs and carries his body all the way out there, miles away from his home. No one would sit there and see a 3-year-old walking anywhere by himself. Wouldn't anybody see that and go, that's weird. That's a bit odd. That's weird. What's up with the 3-year-old kid, like this little baby boy walking by himself, unaccompanied by anybody? Ain't that weird? But hey, if you think that's different, then hey, good luck with raising your children. Okay? Because that's odd to me. Okay? That's very odd. All right? The math ain't mathin'. These two are lying. He took this kid out here, period. He took this kid out here and did this, or they both did this, period. Let's move on. So, located near the home, both Bauer and are facing, okay, we already know about this. Back in July, Bauer requested bail to be dropped from $15,000 to $5,000, which was denied because the Manitowoc County judge, who stated during the hearing, I don't think $5,000 is a sufficient amount given the nature of what's been alleged here and what the court knows from the complaint to keep someone appearing from court when they are supposed to. Okay. View's father, Jimmy View, spoke during Bauer's bond hearing and asked the judge to deny her request, saying, I would like to ask you to deny bail based on the fact that my son is still missing. We need answers, and I think Katrina Bauer has the answer. Bauer is scheduled to be back in court on October 22nd. Okay, so the Two Rivers Police Department chief, Menard, had quickly discredited online rumors back in June that hinted that officials had found View, saying in a statement on Facebook, recently rumors surfaced on social media platforms stating Elijah had been found. This is not true. And, quote unquote, the spreading of false and misleading information is disrespectful to the family of Elijah and detracts from our efforts in locating him. Okay. So in the recent months, investigators offered a $40,000 reward for information leading to this discovery of View, thanks to additional monies that were obtained through donations. The FBI also offered to contribute $15,000 on top of that as well, while Crime Stoppers offered to contribute another $10,000 to the reward. Now, again, this young boy's remains may have been found. And the thing is when you see all this stuff that's going on, you hear the timeline, you hear the information, you hear the fact that one person was home, allegedly taking a nap. That's what he says. And this 3-year-old ended up walking out the front door and going miles down the road to a campground and then losing his life in a remote area. I'm telling you right now, and I'll put this out here too, just to be fair. Okay, because that option's still here too. But I highly doubt it. Okay. But this is what happened, or this is a potential possibility, right? That he may have been taken and then taken out there by some random monster. Okay. But I highly doubt it. I really do think the monster is Vang and Bauer, his biological mother and his biological mother's boyfriend. That's what I truly, truly believe. That just does not make any earthly sense for this kid to just get up, walk out, walk himself to an area where he loses his life in a remote area. No. Sure. And I will say this, kids, when they got legs and they can walk and they learn how to walk, all they want to do is explore. Kids move fast too. They really, really do. But at some point, they get tired. There's no way that this kid up and walked miles to this campground. There's just no way. There's just no way. Anyway, guys, that's the show. I appreciate all y'all for being here. It really does mean a lot. Again, my heart, thoughts, and prayers go to Elijah's family. Okay? And I pray that this family gets the justice that they rightfully deserve. And if these remains are indeed Elijah Views, those two are looking at M now. Now they're looking at M, which is not good. I mean, good for them, or good for us, because we get them in the prison. May they get buried under the prison, okay? And may one of them actually speak up and tell the truth of what happened here, now that he potentially has been found, okay? But that's an update for you guys. I just wanted to give that to you guys really, really quick, all right? Of course, I'll be back on in about 40 minutes because there's going to be a press conference revolving around the Kentucky madman that's running around here in these streets, and there's some updates revolving around that, so be on the lookout for that. All right, and I also have another video that I'm going to be putting up on the secondary channel before our press conference, so I got some things to do, guys. All right, so do me a favor. All right, hit that like button down below, please and thank you. Hit it. Don't forget to hit that reaction button if you're watching on other platforms. That'd be greatly appreciated. If you are watching on those other platforms, make sure you hit that follow button. Follow me over here. Follow me on Facebook, X/Twitter, Instagram, and all that stuff. Okay, subscribe to my main channel on YouTube. Go to my secondary channel, crush that subscribe button over there. That would be dope. Hit that join button down below, become a member. Check out my Patreon, patreon.com/The Pascal Show, and check out my merch page, pascalmerch.com. Anyway, guys, it's time to get going. I'll be seeing you guys very, very shortly. Much love to you guys. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Justice for Elijah. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.